In this video, we will show you how to replace your washer fluid reservoir on this Ford F-150. This will be located along the passenger side of your engine compartment. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. To be able to gain access to the mounting hardware for the washer fluid reservoir, we have to disconnect the negative and positive terminals and remove the battery cover. So over on the battery itself, we're using an 8mm. We're going to start with the negative battery terminal. Turn the mounting nut just enough that you can remove the terminal end from the battery. A quick inspection of that will set it aside so it's making no contact. Now it's time for the positive. Same process here, 8mm. That looks good as well. Go ahead and take hold of this. We'll lift it up and out of position. We can set that aside. Now, prior to dislodging the mounting hardware, we're going to make our way along the inboard side of the washer fluid reservoir. This is where you're going to find your washer fluid pump. Along the top of the washer fluid pump, we have an electrical connector. Go ahead and squeeze in on that locking tab and we'll pull that up and out of place. A quick inspection for corrosion. You can set that wiring aside. All the way down at the bottom of the washer fluid pump, you're going to find that you have a washer fluid hose. If you have any washer fluid inside of the reservoir, once you disconnect that hose, fluid will be making its way out. You want to make sure you have a collection receptacle, whether it's a bucket underneath to collect, or you can use a hose of some sort leading down to a bucket to collect it. We'll disconnect that hose from the bottom of the washer fluid pump. You can see that making its way out. Now, after you've completely drained your washer fluid reservoir, you're going to find that you have three 13mm headed mounting bolts. One's going to be very simple to see right up inside this area here. The other two, a little bit more difficult. There's one located down inside of this little half moon port, straight down. Other than that, you're going to find that you have a third mounting bolt deep inside this area, holding the washer fluid reservoir to the fender. That one's going to be the hardest one to gain access to. Let's start up along the top. I'll remove that. Quick inspection, start it back in a couple threads. On to the next mounting bolt. For this one, you might need a magnet to be able to gain access to retrieve it. For this one, we're using our 13mm on a nice long extension, all the way down along the back side here. Now we can remove that first mounting bolt that we had already removed, and we should be able to remove the washer fluid reservoir from this area. You may have to flex your AC lines out of the way. Just be extremely careful not to cause any damage. Prior to installation of the new reservoir, let's make sure we clean all three mounting points. Just a quick inspection there. A little anti-seize on all three of these ports. We'll start getting this in position. Once again, if you do have to flex the AC lines, you just want to be extremely careful here. We don't want to cause any damage. Now, once we have that rested in there, we're going to start with the hardest mounting bolt to gain access to first. There we are. There's our first bolt. Once they're all started in, go ahead and snug them up. I'm going for the hardest bolt first. Now I've got that on there. Let's go ahead and snug it up. Take hold of the reservoir, attempt to remove it. It should not move out of place. Now we're making our way down to the washer fluid pump next. We'll start with our washer fluid hose. Line it up, press it onto the washer fluid pump as far as possible. Once you have it on there, we're attempting to remove it. It should not slide out of place. If it does feel loose, you may have to replace that, or you can use a wire tie if necessary. Continue on with your electrical connector. We'll press that in, give it a little tug. We're moving back over to our battery. Let's make sure we get this battery cover in place. Should slide right down onto the battery. Once you do have that settled in, continue on with your positive terminal first. Press it onto the battery as far as possible and tighten your 8mm nut just enough it holds this in place. Negative battery terminal next. You know what to do. Press it on as far as possible. Tighten up your 8mm nut. At this point, go ahead and open up the washer fluid reservoir cap and insert your preferred washer fluid. You want to make sure you top it off. We'll tap that into place. Okay, friend, we finished our installation. The next thing you want to do is hop in the passenger compartment. You're going to attempt to function your washer fluid nozzles. After you're sure you have washer fluid making its way onto the windshield, you can go ahead and close the hood and take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.